All right, hello everybody, and welcome to Q&A live stream number 134. It is approximately 7 p.m. right here on the East Coast in the great states of New Jersey. Today is Sunday, March 28th, 2021. So March is almost over. If anybody's celebrating Passover today, happy Passover. Easter is in approximately 1 week from today, so I will not be live streaming on Easter in respects to spend some quality time with some family. So I will not be streaming next Sunday. So a couple of things have been going on in the past couple of days. And obviously, I'm going to cut to the chase. We got a couple of things to briefly touch up on. The Hamilton Mall losing power, although it's disputed. But there are some things to touch on. So, yeah. Hello, Mohammed Sonic Boom. How are you? Hello, Joe Lynch. How are you? Hi, Dylan D. Jesus. How are you? So, American 555 rather is basically selling some stakes in their other properties to basically cover up for their American Dream disaster, and that whole thing with 555 was a disaster. So, anyways, the next thing I want to talk about is Sears and Kmart. So, no, I don't really. I don't like I said. I actually just played GTA 5. But I just no really reason to play it. Unfortunately, the game gets really boring after a while. No, and I do not have a Nintendo Switch. That's one gaming console I don't have. Oh, great! I'm really glad to hear that, Joe. That you got your first Moderna vaccine shot. Yeah, they just opened up something in Jersey for it, so I'm gonna hopefully get. If not this week, I'm hoping next week to hopefully get a vaccine appointment. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Yeah, I don't really play it that much. I don't have a Nintendo Switch, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't really invest in video game consoles anymore. I'm more interested in trying to get the most up to date information on different retail store closings. So, and I want to get to Dylan G. Jesus' point of Sears and Kmart. So yes, they did announce some more closures yesterday. 2 out of the 3 Kmarts in Key West, which are the Kmart store located in Key Largo, Florida, and the Kmart store in Marathon, Florida, both located both located in Monroe County, Florida, are both closing. SB360 Capital Partners LLC is arriving at those 2 Kmarts tomorrow morning to begin to conduct and begin the liquidation sales at those locations. Also, another closing that was just announced on Friday as well is the unfortunate closure of the last Sears Grand in the United States of America, and that's located in Rancho Cucamonga, California. Again, this is all we know so far, so we might find out some more closings as this week goes by, because now it seems that they're just closing stores left and right. So, but I'm not surprised that maybe they're adding it on because they did just finish up a recent round. So my guess is now whenever they finish a round, they're going to add some more just until it's done. So. But yeah, that's what's basically going on with that. So, what else? What else? What else? What else? There was something else that happened during the week. I know I gotta go through my video history and see. But I got a bunch of uploads, and I have another announcement to make about that in a minute. So we had Washington Prime Group file for bankruptcy. That's old news. The gallery at White Plains. Yes, that is poised for redevelopment. The Macy's building is being knocked down, so rest in peace to the Otis Lexan in that building. Yeah, all the Macy's stores actually closed on Sunday, the 21st, approximately 1 week ago today. All those Macy's stores did close for the final time. So sad though, And then of course Hamilton Mall. What's it called? Is potentially going to lose power, but That's all Namdar, and Namdar is basically meaning your mall's basically done. Yeah, there's 2 properties right now that Namdar owns that still do some revenue. Hamilton Mall, Mays Landing, New Jersey, and Liberty Village Outlets in Flemington, New Jersey. Not exactly in high profile locations, but Namdar takes them on just to make a bunch of broken promises. Let's just say that. Yeah, you can go ahead and send some links, but it depends on what you're sending a link to. I'm pretty good, Scorch. How are you? I mean, I don't know what you want to send the link for. Okay, okay. Let me read this. I got my dad and I get the vaccine 419 coolest. Um, okay, okay. So end of April. So okay. Oh, Lincoln Financial Field, is that in Philadelphia? Yeah, Philadelphia. I was taking a guess and I'm like, wow, okay. Yeah, I don't know if it opened, but yeah, I guess that's cool if it did. Hello, Butterboy. How are you? Yeah. Fairground Square Mall. I don't really know that one. I just know Phillipsburg just got knocked down. Yeah, you know, there's still some life. I mean, you still have H&M and Forever 21, but once those tenants go, yeah, there's no really future for the Hamilton Mall if the Macy's goes. And I mean, honestly, that's a 3-story Macy's in the middle of nowhere, basically. That's basically what Macy's at Hamilton Malls. It's a 3-story department store building, literally in the middle of nowhere. Just, and it's not to say I'm trying to, bash on Atlantic City, but the mall's not exactly a destination anymore. I mean, I don't think it ever was personally. It just got lucky because the Sears and the J.C. Penney hung on for a decent period of time. But the Sears closed in 2018, along with I think the Lake Success. It's interesting. Both at the same time, and both stores that did close were on Long Island. So that Sears closed in Hamilton along with Lake Success, and then the J.C. Penney down there closed along with Smith Haven. Interesting, isn't it? Isn't it interesting of how both there was one down in like South Jersey area and then another one decides to close on Long Island? I find that to be very interesting. Maybe they'll do the same thing with Macy's. They'll close Macy's at Hamilton Mall and then they'll close Macy's Sunrise. Wouldn't that be very interesting? All 3 anchor stores go at the same time as an anchor store on Long Island. Oh, okay, yeah, then the link's probably not going to work then. So yeah. Now again, the only reason why I have my ceiling fan on is because at night my room can get really it can get really warm in here at night. So I have my ceiling fan on so that the air gets around. I know this is really weird that I'm saying it, but still, I just want to let you guys know. But anyways, let me get on to the great announcement today. I was gonna put a video out about it, but I may as well tell you guys right now on this live stream. Oh, hi Scorch, how are you? So I am delighted to make the announcement, given the pace of how quickly people are getting vaccinated, and given that the weather is getting warmer outside. I am officially going back to regularly scheduled content, and there will be a new elevator video every day, beginning tomorrow. So beginning tomorrow, you'll be seeing one video a day, one video a day, one video a day. It took a while to get some content together, but I am confident now. That I do have enough content, and I will be adding on content within that period. So this is very exciting news, guys. I am grateful to have this. I know it took a while, but like I said, we had to wait for vaccines to roll out, and vaccines are basically on track now. So now we will have a video every single day for the time being. Again, if things do get out of control again with the pandemic, things will have to go back to the way they are. But with the way things are looking right now, lots of promising signs. So that basically means content. We will have a video every single morning at approximately 7:30 a.m. Every single day. So I'm very excited to share that news with you guys. So yes, Billy B's opened up at Palisades Center on Friday. Yeah, I don't see Target leaving Broadway Commons yet. IKEA, they would need a decent location first. Maybe I mean the only other place I could think of IKEA going is the Mall of the Source, but that's owned by a furniture store now, so I don't know. Yeah, I'm surprised that there's still a two-story H&M and Forever 21. I mean, I guess they kind of make up for the mini anchor that's there, but still, that's a lot of square footage for stores that are kind of in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, that could be a leasing dispute. That could be why. I mean, I can't imagine they wouldn't be there. That's definitely like a leasing dispute with the mall owner, or maybe they missed payments on certain locations. I don't know. So I think that's why those stores have closed. So, but it'll be really interesting to see what other Sears and Kmart announcements are going to be made this week. I'm kind of, I mean, I'm not saying I'm looking forward to it, but it'll be interesting to see what kind of announcements we'll see coming for more Sears and Kmart stores. So I think that's going to be really interesting to see down the road, of course. Really, I didn't know Rebecca Taylor is opening up at Roosevelt Field. I haven't been to Roosevelt Field in a long time. But I'm waiting till a big anchor store decides to pull out of there. Plus, it's a pain in the neck to go all the way out there. It really is. I mean, even the train, it's a bitch to do it. It's really, far. Yes, Brandon, we know entertainment. Yes, Brandon, I know entertainment opened up in New York on March 26th. Okay. Have fun. But I'm pretty good, Fantech0104. How are you? But anyways. Yeah, so the problem is with Walt Whitman, of course, Manhasset. Manhasset is the problem because Manhasset is where all the exclusive upscale tenants are for Long Island. So yeah, they were supposed to close White Plains and they didn't, which is really weird. I know that they definitely closed Short Hills, which was sad, and I'm glad I got to see it while I was living away at college. Like that was one regret I don't have is not seeing that 338 for the last time. Yeah, the Sears in Yorktown Heights, I believe, closed in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Only the Macy's remains, and the Dick's Sporting Goods, of course. Interesting. Oh, great! I'm glad you went to Pennsylvania. No, Sears is not closing in Jersey City yet. No, once they make that announcement, I'll be planning on making a trip there. Probably going to go during the weekday because you don't want to be in Jersey City on a weekend. So I'm most likely going to try and do that on a weekday versus doing it on a weekend. It's really easy to get there too, so I'm not like concerned about getting there. I just I'm just waiting on when they're going to close it. So oh nice. Oh wow, you went to IKEA in Paramus. Wow, that's pretty impressive. Yeah, I was there in 2019. I don't need to go back there just yet, but I want to get to the Elizabeth IKEA too. That's one IKEA I also want to get to too. Yeah, Fashion Center, it's just the Bed Bath and Beyond, Bye Bye Baby, and TJ Maxx. That's basically it there. And Wayne Town Center, there's a couple of good things over there too. Yeah, you got Nordstrom Rack, Dick's Sporting Goods. Yeah, you got some good stuff over there. Newport hasn't lost any anchors due to the pandemic. Yeah, I don't know how much longer that's going to last with Sears. I mean, Sears is hanging on by a thread. Either that's going to go or J.C. Penney's going to go, but probably I'm leaning towards Sears, just given the state of their store structure. But that's the last Sears in the state. Newport Center. Who would have thought? Who would have thought that Newport Center would be the last Sears and Roebuck store in the state of New Jersey? The last one to close was Rockaway, and that was on the 13th. Hackensack was the day before because of the Bergen County Blue Laws, which prevents all non-essential retailers from operating on a Sunday. So, yeah, they just opened up a Wendy's there recently. I'm not a huge fan of it either. They did open up an interesting Best Buy there. I wasn't a fan of that either. So, yeah, I mean that's basically Roosevelt Field, Woolman Shops, Smith Haven Mall, and and to some extent Westfield South Shore. So. Yeah. Well, I think it's only because the Kmart's is in Lower Manhattan. I think that's the only reason they're keeping those two open. But even then, what's the point, really? You know? Yeah, I think so. Well, there's already a decent amount of traffic there, given the TJ Maxx, the Bed Bath and Beyond, and Bye Bye Baby. But yeah, I think an Amazon Fresh would really would really breathe some life into that shopping structure. I can't imagine it's profitable now. I don't know why it's still open. My guess is because of the Kmart and Astor Place. But even then, what's the point of keeping that Sears open? You know, what's the point? Well, I mean, and you also got the one in Brooklyn too. So I want to go to Xanadu so bad. You're not really missing much. Does American Dream Meadowlands is going to be perfect? Um, I don't know what's going to happen with the whole bankruptcy thing, personally. Yeah, and it's incredibly busy. I filmed it. I tried to film it 4 years ago. Very busy, like just very, very, very busy, and super annoying to film because there was just too many people using the damn thing, and it's the only really elevator in the mall. So I have to, yeah, I would definitely have to go on a weekday if I want to get everything there. So maybe, but I believe that the Sears at South Shore Plaza is now closing, I believe. But I mean, Woodfield was renovated recently. No, it's not upscale, but it's an urban mall and it does numbers. Like the Macy's, I think does numbers. I think the Kohl's does really well over there. And that's the bill that goes off every Sunday around here. Um, but as I was saying, the Macy's I think does really well because it's very close to me. It's like the next closest store just before Herald Square. You got that Macy's. You also have the Macy's. I'm sorry, not the Macy's. You have a J.C. Penney, which for some reason they're keeping open. You have a Sears and a Kohl's and a couple of decent stores. You got a Cheesecake Factory over there. So Newport is not failing, that's for sure. But no, just a lot of people using it. Security wasn't an issue. Just there was just people using it, and when people use a thing, it's just not as easy to get a video. But I'm gonna try and hopefully go back if this year that Sears closing is announced, of course. But if not, then no. No, Westfield South. No, the Sears at the South Shore Plaza in Braintree, Massachusetts is closing. Not the Sears at Westfield South Shore. No, that went away 6 years ago. That's been gone for a long time. I think I know exactly what Kohl's you're talking about. Yeah, glad that you brought that up. But thanks for bringing that to my attention. As we were speaking of Kohl's, Middletown, New York. They actually have one in Middletown, New Jersey too. Let me see. I'd be really sad though if they did that, but I could. Excuse me, but I could see why. Let me see. What? No. Famous footwear, Marshalls, Kohl's. Yeah, I know. So was there an S was it like one of those stores that had like an escalator and elevator entrance, or was it both retail levels? Because if the store was on one floor, I could get why they'd be doing something like that. They wouldn't just close off the entrance for that reason. If the store is on one floor, I could see why they want to try and save a little bit of money, and they probably want to seal off the entrance down the road. So no, Jersey was not announced today. No, and yeah, no, Sears and Jersey. No, they didn't announce it yet. I believe 2022, 2023 for Primark. They want to wait till more people get vaccinated. So they want to take their time on building that store, which makes absolute sense. But yeah, they're definitely going to reconfigure that former JCPenney. That Schindler Halton's definitely going bye-bye. It's not going to stay around for that store. I would say the Natick Mall is probably the most profitable. Given the size and scope of that one, I think that's the most profitable one in Massachusetts. But maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, it could be that. Yeah, and they probably don't want all kinds of entrances, but that's really weird that they did that. That's really weird. Yeah. Yeah, it could be. It could be just to cut corners, I guess, because of the pandemic. Yes, Brandon, we know Roosevelt Field is a decent mall. Same thing goes for Westfield Garden State Plaza. No, Von Maur won't come to Long Island. The only thing that there's only there's only three things that would work in that Lord and Taylor spot at Walt Whitman. A, you do a wing with a food court. B, you throw in a Nordstrom, or C, you throw in a Crate and Barrel. But who knows? Yeah, I agree. I agree. Probably, yeah, and they probably don't want too many people going through too many entrances because on weekends Kohl's stores typically get busy. So I've rode a freight elevator before, but with permission, of course. No, I doubt they're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna put a Boscov's in Freehold. They already have one at Monmouth. Why would they cannibalize their one store? You don't want to mess with a good thing, especially if Boscov's in New Jersey has one store per county. Pennsylvania, I think it's a little different, just given that they're based in Pennsylvania. But I can't imagine Boscov's wanting to come to Freehold. It just doesn't make sense to me. You know. But let's see what Sears jobs on Twitter. Oh, shoot, just looking to see. Nah. Yeah, Sears Jobs won't be tweeting anything, I believe, not until I guess tomorrow, I guess. Hey Scott, how are you? No. Mm-mm. Not in Manhasset. It's possible, but I don't know. It depends. We got to see how the recovery is from the pandemic. No, there's no confirmation of Boscov's coming to Quaker Bridge Mall or Rockaway Town Square. That is not. I can't say if that's confirmed or not. So no. The closest Boscov's to New York City is Woodbridge Center. That is the closest Boscov's to New York City. No, they definitely won't make it to Colorado. They're not that kind of store. Chris, let me get this because you're getting me confused. 6 years ago, you said Nordstrom could open at Westfield South Shore, and then a few months later, you said Nordstrom can't open at Woolman. Now it's the way. Okay, so here's the thing. 6 years ago, there wasn't a lot of vacant anchor spots on Long Island. Let's fast forward 6 years later, and we now have a bunch of anchor spots available for a Nordstrom to look into possibly a second Long Island door. So at the time, I thought it was a good idea, but I didn't realize what the clientele was inside the mall. I just, thinking of Westfield Garden State Plaza, they could do a Nordstrom here, but I didn't realize it until I actually walked in. Like, yeah, Nordstrom wouldn't work here. But I do think that Nordstrom should look into Walt Whitman only because the Lord and Taylor spot is perfect for them, and it would really boost the Walt Whitman Shops mall itself. That's why. And they can't really go in Manhasset because that would be way too close to Garden City. So, and Walt Whitman is far enough away for Roosevelt Field where it won't cannibalize it. And I think there'll be enough people that go to that store. So, but I don't see Nordstrom opening up in Westfield South Shore. But they're going to have to do something with that Lord and Taylor spot eventually. Yeah, I don't think they will. I don't think Hudson's wants United States stores. I think they're only a Canada thing. Yeah, and they only did that because of the pandemic, of course. Okay, that's great. I'm glad to hear about the whole vaccine thing. Well, yeah, if that's what the requirement is, then yeah. Yeah, no, I definitely am getting the vaccine. You have to. It's a safe thing to do. No, I don't think they will. I don't think any department store is looking to expand right now. There's a Nordstrom in Las Vegas. No, they don't need a new mall wing. They right now what Westfield needs to focus on in that mall and not pull what they did with South Shore. It's get something in J.C. Penney. I'm sorry, the Lord and Taylor building fast is yeah. Reno, Nevada. No, I don't think they have one. I think just Fashion Show is the only Nordstrom. I think there's a couple racks outside of Las Vegas, though the city. No, they don't need a new wing, but Westfield needs to do something with that Lord and Taylor spot fast. Because here's the thing: if they wait around and J.C. Penney goes, the mall's basically done. So I don't think Westfield would want that. But who knows what's going to happen? Because I know Westfield wants to pull out of the whole mall thing. So we'll just have to wait and see. I don't think so. I guess you're right in a way, but I think Woodbridge Center has enough stores. Like that mall has places that Menlo Park doesn't. So I think Woodbridge Center still has a purpose. But they are going to have to figure out what they're going to have to do with the former Lord and Taylor spot, as well as the former Sears and Roebuck and Abraham and Strauss spot. So who knows what'll happen? Maybe apartments, hotels, mixed use development. We'll just have to wait and see. I see. I get it. Yeah, I believe they're doing clinical trials for people, the kids at least. So I don't think they'll do a Nordstrom. I probably a Nordstrom rack. I think it's about 30 minutes by car. The old school Las Vegas, yeah, it's far, but like the new one, it's like within the strip, which is pretty cool, I guess. Right now, Westfield is only focusing on Westfield Garden State Plaza. That's not true. They're focusing on that one, well, definitely because that's like their best property. Westfield Topanga, Westfield San Francisco Center, Westfield Montgomery, not Annapolis because that just lost to Nordstrom and a Lord and Taylor, of course, and Westfield World Trade Center. And I think too they're using some focus for South Shore and Westfield Trumbull. So they're not just focusing on Westfield Garden State Plaza. So yeah, I don't think the state of Maine could support a full line Nordstrom. There's not a major city that's nearby, so I can't imagine they would do that. Yeah, because they don't have Red Robin there anymore, I think. So they're trying to get some new restaurants in Palisade Center. Yeah. Okay, that's good. Yeah, we haven't had a full line Saks in 5 years. The last one to go was the Mall at Short Hills, and that was because Hudson Bay had a dip SHIT moment and really wanted an American Dream. Well, clearly we could see Hudson Bay made a huge mistake there. Um, I think they should cancel their plans altogether to go to American Dream and just go in the former Lord and Taylor at Westfield Garden State Plaza. But hey, who am I, right? I'm not Hudson Bay, and I wouldn't just cut my losses with American Dream and stay at a decent mall. But that's just me. If I was Hudson Bay right now, I would cut my losses and say American Dream's not going to happen. But they have the sign outside, so we'll see. It's definitely going to be a Kone. So, something mixed use. They're going to have to figure out some kind of mixed use within the Lord and Taylor spot, or some kind of specialty store. But maybe a vaccination center for the time being, of course. I believe that would be Westfield Montgomery, Wheaton being number two, and Annapolis being number three, because Annapolis doesn't really have great major anchors anymore. No, 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 no. Saks is already at Walt Whitman shops. They would not. That would be a huge mistake. No, that's not. That is not the right mall for a Saks. And Saks Fifth Avenue only has one location on Long Island, so I don't see Saks Fifth Avenue going to Westfield South Shore. My apologies, guys. Anyways, but yeah, no, Saks definitely not Westfield South Shore. Okay, cool, Alex Keaty. I'm glad you got a PlayStation 5. Yeah, I can't see a Lord and Taylor being a main mall. It's not a good state for Lord and Taylor, although it would have been interesting there. Oh, it'll be some kind of Kone in the Lord and Taylor because Hudson Bay has an exclusive contract with Kone, and even then, whether they install it or the mall installs it, same person that uses it, all Kone, of course. Not much, Ricky. How are you? Oh, you are. I don't really play the PlayStation 5 personally. I just don't really have time for that stuff. I'm so busy with school and trying to get content for you guys. So I just I got other stuff I got to do. But I could gotta get myself a water in a little bit, but I'll be all right. Well, if it's the only enclosed mall in Orange County and not a Woodbury Commons, then yeah. Oh yeah, I mean no doubt about that. Of course. I mean that's the only enclosed full line shopping mall. Um, what's it called? Does have decent anchor stores. So yeah, I could see. Yeah, it still has a Macy's and a J.C. Penney and a couple of entertainment things. So that's probably why. And it's the only enclosed mall in Orange County that's not Woodbury Commons. Lord and Taylor closed. Do you mean Yeah, no Saks for Westfield South Shore because they already have one of Woolman shops. Yeah, I have a Nintendo Wii, and actually right behind me, I actually have an Xbox One. But I was just so bored. Like there's just there's only so much you can really do on video games. Yeah, that's why it gets a lot of traffic. I think Westfield Montgomery is also slightly closer to DC than Wheaton, but I could be wrong. So, what's up, Ricky? Primark could be an idea for South Shore. Depends. Either there or Smith Haven, and I think Primark right now is experimenting with Green Acres Mall. So I don't see them yet moving along on that yet. No, they're already at Morristown, so I can't imagine they want to give up that location. Woodbridge does not have a glass elevator, but Newport is definitely busier because it's like right next to New York City. Yeah, well, if it's in front of Interstate 86 and State Route 17, which is the same 17 that goes through New Jersey, that's probably why the mall does really well. Ricky, a lot of people on here tonight. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be able to do a stream on Monday. I'm just going to be very busy with school. So yeah, it depends on where they are. I think Bridgewater is one of them that could become a restaurant, but we'll see. No, way too close to New York City. Way too close to New York City. I don't see that happening anytime soon. Again, I can't predict where we will be in the fall. I don't know personally. It really depends. If we reach herd immunity, then no. But if we don't, then yeah, we're still going to be wearing. Sorry. Yeah, you're still going to be wearing this each time you go in the school building. Oh, nice. Yeah, I actually had spring break 2 weeks ago, believe it or not. So you're getting the week before Easter. That's nice. Yeah, I had it 2 weeks ago. So, but nice, yeah. Because some schools schedule it before Easter. Some schools, I remember, some schools schedule their spring break before Easter, and some schools schedule it after Easter. I personally like it always being after Easter, but maybe that's just me because I was kind of used to that. But you know what? I get why some schools want to do it before Easter, and yeah, so. Yeah, I had mine like 2 weeks ago. So, oh, nice. Yes, Macy's Westfield Garden State Plaza is busy. The Lanes at Seeger is closing May 17th, 2021. That's really interesting, I guess. Yes, Macy's Westfield Garden State Plaza is busy. Playground Pier. Harbor Square still has some life in it. No. Westfield Garden State Plaza would be the Roosevelt Field Mall of New Jersey. Cherry Hill Mall, kind of, but not really. Cherry Hill Mall is much smaller. Roosevelt Field is similar to Westfield Garden State Plaza, just given the size and scope. Although Roosevelt Field Mall does have more parking decks, but Westfield Garden State Plaza also has more outside parking instead of a bunch of parking decks. Yeah, and I think a lot of community colleges, I'm sorry, not community colleges, my apologies. Universities, on the other hand, opted out of the spring break to prevent a COVID spike. But the problem is you have all these college kids who are, going out to parties. I mean, I see the mask, trust me, I see the maskless people in Florida, and I'm just like, wow, you're doing that in the middle of a pandemic and you're not even look, it's one thing if you're vaccinated against COVID and you're wearing the mask, that's fine. But when you're getting together and you're not vaccinated, I mean, we're still in a pandemic. Some people just don't get it. And unfortunately, a lot of people don't see the ripple effect in it, because people don't use their brain and think about that ripple effect. Well, they're going out, they're spreading COVID. That affects people who are, trying to get by and making just enough to get by during the pandemic. And those people got to be afraid if infections go up, they could potentially lose their job. And we've seen that with many department stores going out of business. Lord and Taylor went out. Century 21 went out. We had a couple Sears closings, and it's unfortunate. It really is unfortunate, but you see the ripple effect. American Dream's in some trouble. Hamilton Mall might be losing power. A lot of these things are happening because of COVID. That's basically it. So. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get myself a water. Oh, great. Yeah, I'm glad. Yeah, definitely after Easter. This is better though. No, I don't think we will. But I think we're almost at the end of the tunnel. Yeah. Oh, yeah. When we couldn't go get our hair cut, my hair was getting long. So. Oh, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get why you said that. But in a way, Roosevelt, just because Roosevelt Field never had a Lord and Taylor, they still had a Lord and Taylor in Garden City. So technically, it was still close by to Roosevelt Field. So. Yeah, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, there was something about I read that, by the way. Although I think it may have been stopped. So, yeah, Century 21 is coming back. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's kind of stupid, but that's just me. Yeah, we definitely can't have another lockdown. We'll just yeah, the economy will just cripple if we do that. Yeah, it's probably going to be mixed use at this point. I agree too, and that would make sense. I've been to the Lanes at Secret every single Tuesday on every month in after school programs at so and so high school. Okay, thank you for telling me. 1972, and then it moved to Roosevelt Field in 1995 or 1998. Yeah, it's not a safe mall in New Jersey. Yeah, that is in trouble. That's what Park Villa. Yeah, no more Walmart or Sam's Club. Oh, okay, that's cool. Hope so. I get that. I totally feel that. Yeah, definitely not. Upstate though, not in the near city. But I don't see Von Mauer expanding though. So yeah, they are. But they just opened up one in American Dream. So they open up a concept and then they close another store. They should really be closing Sea Caucus, I think, if they're going to keep American Dream open. Yeah, the Mills Jersey Gardens. Yep, Key Largo and Marathon, Florida. I just saw the job postings on Friday, and if my guess is if my prediction's correct, we're probably going to be seeing some more store announcements this week. That probably just trickled in by the end of this week, so we might be seeing some more job postings, and it's probably gonna come through their Twitter account probably Monday or at some point this week. So. Yep, a new era for that property will happen after the mall structure itself is done. Got dark out quick. It looks like it's raining again. You can really hear the rain on. I don't think the microphone's picking it up, but oh well. Yeah, just I couldn't walk today. I sometimes like I've been out like Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I just said, I need to give myself a break today. So could be, but if Nordstrom goes at Menlo Park, then Menlo Park is going to be in a lot more trouble than Woodbridge. That's for sure. And Woodbridge will come through if Menlo Park goes under. But the only way Menlo Park goes under is if Nordstrom goes. Nordstrom goes, the mall goes. You'll see Rainforest Cafe pull out. You'll see a bunch of tenants pull out. So we'll see though. So from what I heard about that Kmart, it was the Little Caesars restaurant inside the Kmart that closed. I would hate to see the Hamilton, Montana one because that's a really interesting Kmart. Yeah. Well, Westwood lives to another day. So, yeah. I'm pretty good, Metro Elevators. How are you? So, so, yeah, it is. It's still open in Menlo Park Mall. So, yeah, I think that's what Woodbridge is going to be. More entertainment, and Menlo's going to have more desirable stores. For now, yes, but if Nordstrom decided to close a whole bunch of stores, I could see that one going if that were to be. Yeah, if Macy's and JCPenney go at Woodbridge Center, the mall's essentially done. But I have a feeling that Macy's and JCPenney at Brunswick Square are going to go before Woodbridge goes. Really? I didn't know that. Wow. Marshall, Michigan Kmart is the last Kmart in the state of Michigan that says Big Kmart. Wow. That's significant. And if it closes, I'll definitely have to make a video on it. It should, but you have Dave and Buster's. Oh, nuts. I just dropped that thing. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it. Oh. Give me 1 second, guys. God. Where did this thing go? You're kidding. You're absolutely kidding. Oh, it's right here. Okay. That's good. That's good. Just put that on my chair. All right. Oh. Sorry about that, guys. Anyways, okay. I was shocked that Jersey City made it. I know, but it's not that really bad of a word. Trust me, it's not that bad. Um, but yeah, so hi Nicole Solar, how are you? So, but yeah, they have a Dave and Buster's over at the gallery at the Multisource rather. I think so. Yeah, they still have a Dave and Buster's over there. Oh, I'm sure, but who knows if that one's gonna stay. Again, I don't know. I just know geographically those are going to be some of the first stores to go. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I would typically walk on a day like today, but I've been walking Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today it's basically gonna rain all day. So yeah, and sadly I have class tomorrow, so it's the way it is, unfortunately. But I'm glad I'm able to stream for now. Thanks. Yeah, I'm probably gonna wrap up this stream anyway in about 10 minutes, so you're not gonna be missing much, Fantech0104. Yeah, I haven't gone to Krispy Kreme in a while, actually. I know they're actually doing something. If you actually get vaccinated, you get a free original glazed Krispy Kreme donut, which I think is pretty cool, actually. Yeah, but we'll see. They just got J.C. Penney, so we shall see what happens. Not everything happens overnight. So Just looking at some notification. Is that a news notification? No, thought it was. And if I'm correct too, they actually disconnected the J.C. Penney number um, for, I'm sorry, the Macy's for White Plains. So um, ah, probably Green Acres would be the only one. That one or Roosevelt Field. That's a shame. Krispy Kreme closed their only main store. Meanwhile, the East Rutherford one literally opened up as the pandemic was going there, was happening. And they made a lot of money too on that, maybe because of the drive through. That's probably why. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, some people did go to church on Sundays, so a gym. Do you know what gym they're getting? I don't know yet what's going to happen with those two anchors. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah, it's gone, but they might go back to Roosevelt Field though. They're definitely not going back to White Plains. Oh, you probably don't have one nearby. So yeah, but they're gonna potentially put in the Century 21. Okay, this is a good one. So the gallery at White Plains is going to get completely redeveloped, and the Macy's building, the entire Macy's building, that whole building is coming down, completely coming down. Those are the plans, unfortunately. The Sears structure will remain, but the entire Macy's building is coming down. They're going to put some kind of green space. They're going to make it a mixed-use redevelopment, and I knew that was going to come. Yeah, the mall definitely needs to be much more opened up. It's very like enclosed, and the structure is basically dead. That's just the best way to put it, unfortunately. Yeah, Century 21 Green Acres is gone, which is unfortunate. Yep. I see. Oh, Crunch Fitness. Yeah, that's like a low scale gym. Really? That's that. I think any business is allowed to open, or maybe they only get summer business. That makes sense. Yeah, it's like the number that you have dialed is disconnected. No, I don't think so. Not yet, but we'll see what happens with Menlo Park. Yes, it was inside the mall, like the Mills of Jersey Gardens. The only difference was that one was two floors, and the Mills of Jersey Gardens was one floor. But New Jersey already had two level Century or multi level Century 21s. The one in Paramus at the Bergentown Center, aka formerly the Alice at Bergentown Center, and the Century 21 store in downtown Morristown, New Jersey, which to me was always a very interesting Century 21 store. I could see why you're very interested in that, but apparently, some of my family members are actually watching a movie downstairs. I've been pretty good, Matt East 082. Yes, I've heard of Splish Splash. It's out on Riverhead. Oh, the discon. Oh yeah, Rolling Acres Mall. I remember when Dan Bale filmed that, and they had cops show up. They freaking they blocked him in, and a dog would have ravaged him. It's crazy, but I'm glad he went, and I'm glad that he was showing an example. Don't come here because you will get caught. So they must have like cameras set up in the mall, probably. So yeah, I like to watch that one too. I remember my favorite was when they went to the hotel near Detroit. That was fun, and they just got a whole thing of bugs. It was the most disgusting thing I've seen, but man, that was some quality content. That's for sure. So. I see. Well, look, I get why they had to do that. They actually called the cops on him. Wow. But I get why. Look, at the end of the day, a lot of people and everybody has to understand that the people are only doing, the actual people in the building are trying to do their job. I'm not going to say that I don't support. Wait, hold on. I actually do want to see this. Give me 1 second, and then I'll give my opinion on it. Is there a video of it up? I'm just wondering. But look, I'm gonna watch the video after the stream's over. But you guys have to understand of why the guard. Yeah, I will see it after. So I do respect the guard for what he did, and the reason I say that is because he's there to do his job, and his job is to, people really should only be going in there if either they work in that building or they have an appointment. Look, in high-rise build office buildings, it can be very hard. It's very hard to get content in a high-rise office building unless you absolutely have permission or are sent permission prior to going there. And you also should not beg for permission too, because I've seen a couple people do that. And, if they say no, no means no. It's not go sneak in a building, go see this, go see that. No, it's if you get permission, do it. If not, no means no. I don't care what the stance is. No means no. It's now look, I know my opinion's changed on it, but you got to realize the age that I'm in, and I got to realize no means no. They don't want filming, no problem. It's private property. They don't want their film there. It's not the worst thing in the world. It happens. And I don't necessarily think the cops came. I think they were trying to deal with the homeless person, because I just read the description of the video, but I get why they told him to leave. So look, at the end of the day, security's doing the job. The same thing goes for me at Riverside. I left when I was told to leave, or that time at Lord and Taylor when the guard followed me. I left because it was private property, and that's what you have to do. You have to leave when you're asked to leave a building, especially if it's private property. Public property, that's a different story. But private property, yes, there's no questions. You have to leave because they could trespass you. You could get a ticket for refusing to leave. It's just not worth going to and wasting time too. Look at all the time that you got to waste. So it's a time waster. It's just not worth the stress, the energy. If you're asked to leave, leave. That's it. Just leave. So, and that's the way I feel about that. So, hi, Michael Feldman. How are you? Mm. But I get why. I guess people don't like when other people film inside the condos. So the failed concept, definitely something e-commerce. I don't know, then go box somewhere. Yeah. Yeah, no, most buildings it's security, and the only way you can get in there is if you have an appointment or you have a reason to be in the private property, you know. But yeah, if you're asked to leave, of course leave. Like, that shouldn't be a yes or no. It's you're being told by potentially somebody who works in higher management to leave the building. So that's just the way I see it. So it's but anyways. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch that video. But I get why they did. Yeah, I mean, I don't go to high-rise buildings that much unless I have a sole purpose there. I try to avoid them as best as I can. No reason to stick around in them unless I am with somebody who is physically working there and they actually have a reason to be in the private property, then yes. But even then, I would even just make it like where it's, only one ride so that I can prevent security from not catching me. It'd be different if I got permission from the building owners or the management company, then yeah, that's a much different story. But yeah, so all right, bye, Scorch. How are you? I mean, bye, Scorch. See you soon. All right, guys. So, if anyone has any last minute questions, now would be the time to go ahead and put them in the chat because I'm most likely not going to be doing a live stream tomorrow, just given the circumstances. And I have a really long day tomorrow with school, which I'm not ready for, basically. But, anyways. All right. So, I think we'll go ahead and end it here. Thank you guys for watching Q&A live stream number 134. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and we'll see you guys next time. And stay tuned. There could be some more closings coming this week, so stay tuned. But anyways, thank you for watching Q&A live stream number 134.